Have you ever wondered why the Aston Martin DB5 is the most famous movie car ever created? What if I told you Aston Martin gave it away for free, and one was stolen and never found? This legendary spy car hides secrets even 007 fans don't know. Today we're counting down 20 hidden facts about the Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond. Goldfinger that will blow your mind. From working machine guns to record-breaking auctions, from ejector seats to cultural immortality, these revelations are absolutely incredible. Number 20. The DB5 wasn't Ian Fleming's original choice. In Ian Fleming's original James Bond novels, 007 didn't drive an Aston Martin. Fleming's Bond preferred a Bentley, specifically a 1930s supercharged model. The literary Bond was a traditional British gentleman with classic automotive tastes. When Eon Productions began filming Dr. No, they needed a car that represented modern sophistication. The producers approached Aston Martin about featuring their cars. The DB5 didn't appear until Goldfinger in 1964. This product placement decision changed everything. Fleming later incorporated the Aston Martin into his novels after seeing the film's success. The cinematic Bond's car choice actually influenced the literary version, a rare reversal of adaptation dynamics. Number 19. 2 DB5s were built for Goldfinger. Eon Productions commissioned 2 specially modified DB5s for Goldfinger. The first was a standard road car for beauty shots and regular driving scenes. The second was the effects car, extensively modified with working gadgets. This effects car featured functional machine guns, a real smokescreen system, and motorized number plates. The modifications were extensive and expensive. Aston Martin provided the base vehicles. Special effects wizard John Stears handled the gadget installations. Each car served distinct purposes during filming. The pristine road car maintained showroom appearance. The effects car handled all the Q-branch demonstration sequences. Having 2 vehicles ensured production continuity and protected the valuable working gadgets from unnecessary wear. Number 18. The gadgets were designed by special effects legend John Stears. John Stears was a special effects genius who won an Oscar for his work on Star Wars. But before that, he created the DB5's legendary gadgets. Stears approached each gadget as a real engineering problem. He didn't just create props that looked good. He built functional mechanical systems. The revolving number plates actually rotated on command. The machine guns genuinely fired. The smokescreen really deployed. Stears believed practical effects were more convincing than optical tricks. His philosophy was to make everything work for real, then photograph it honestly. This commitment to functional gadgetry made the DB5 believable. Audiences knew what they were seeing was actually happening, creating visceral excitement impossible to achieve with special effects. Number 17. The machine guns actually fired blanks. The DB5's front-mounted machine guns weren't just props with added visual effects. They were functional firearms that fired blank ammunition. Stears installed real gun mechanisms behind the front indicators. The barrels extended when activated. The guns cycled and fired with realistic muzzle flash and smoke. Safety protocols were extreme during filming. Areas were cleared when the guns fired. Armorers supervised every shot. The realistic gunfire added authenticity impossible to fake convincingly in 1964. Modern films would use CGI muzzle flashes. Goldfinger used actual mechanical weapons. The sound, flash, and recoil were genuinely happening. This practical approach made the DB5's weaponry feel dangerous and real, not fantastical. Number 16. The revolving number plates were real and motorized. The rotating license plate system was fully functional, not a camera trick. Stears designed a motorized mechanism inside the front bumper. A small electric motor rotated a drum holding 3 different plates. British, French, and Swiss plates were mounted on the rotating assembly. A switch in the cockpit controlled the rotation. The system worked reliably during filming and demonstrations. This gadget impressed audiences perhaps more than any other. In 1964, motorized vehicle modifications were rare. The smooth rotation suggested advanced technology. The practicality was obvious too. Spies would need false plates. This gadget was both cool and logical. Its mechanical simplicity made it believable while remaining impressive. Number 15. The smokescreen used actual smoke canisters. The DB5's smokescreen deployment wasn't optical effects. Real smoke canisters were installed in the rear of the car. Pressing a button released actual smoke that billowed behind the vehicle. The system used theatrical smoke generators modified for automotive installation. Safety concerns were significant. Smoke could obscure visibility for crew and other vehicles. Filming required careful coordination. The smoke needed to look impressive without creating dangerous conditions. Wind direction mattered enormously. The wrong breeze could push smoke toward cameras or crew. Despite challenges, the practical smoke effect looked spectacular. The dense white clouds rolling behind the DB5 were genuinely happening, adding authenticity, modern CGI smoke struggles to match. Number 14. The ejector seat was a mannequin on a spring. The famous ejector seat wasn't sophisticated technology. It was elegantly simple. A mannequin representing the unfortunate passenger sat on a powerful spring mechanism. When triggered, the spring launched the dummy through a breakaway roof panel. The shot required precise timing. The spring had to launch with enough force to look convincing, but controlled enough for safety. Multiple takes captured different angles. The simplicity was brilliant. Audiences saw a passenger violently ejected. The reality was a dummy on a spring. This low-tech solution to a high-tech fantasy represented the practical ingenuity throughout the DB5's gadget design. Sometimes the simplest approach works best. The ejector seat became the most quoted DB5 feature despite its mechanical simplicity. Number 13. Sean Connery couldn't drive at high speed. Sean Connery was a capable driver but not trained for high-speed stunt work. Professional stunt drivers handled all the aggressive driving sequences. The DB5's action scenes featured skilled drivers who could manage the car at speed. Connery drove only during close-up shots or slow-speed sequences. The production used careful editing to blend Connery's close-ups with stunt driver wide shots. This created the illusion that Connery was performing the driving himself. The technique was standard practice, but particularly important with the expensive DB5. Stunt drivers had the skills to protect the valuable vehicles while executing dangerous maneuvers. Connery's Bond looked smooth behind the wheel because professionals were actually controlling the car. Number 12. The original DB5 was painted in silver birch. The iconic DB5 wore a specific Aston Martin color called silver birch. This wasn't generic silver, but a particular metallic shade. The color was chosen carefully for camera considerations. Silver birch photographed beautifully in both color and black and white. It showed the car's elegant lines without harsh reflections. The metallic flake gave depth under various lighting conditions. The color also suggested sophistication and expense. Chrome and aluminum were luxury materials in the 1960s. The silver finish connected the DB5 to aerospace and advanced technology. Every subsequent Bond DB5 has maintained this silver finish. The color became inseparable from the car's identity. Silver birch wasn't just paint, it was branding that defined sophisticated automotive cool. Number 11. Aston Martin charged nothing for the car. Aston Martin provided the DB5s to the production completely free. This product placement deal cost them only the vehicles themselves. No money changed hands. The gamble was enormous. Aston Martin was a small company that couldn't afford expensive marketing. Giving away 2 cars was significant investment, but the potential payoff made it worthwhile. If the film succeeded, the exposure would be priceless. This decision ranks among history's best marketing investments. The DB5's appearance in Goldfinger transformed Aston Martin from a niche sports car maker into an internationally recognized luxury brand. That free product placement generated billions in equivalent advertising value over decades. Aston Martin couldn't have afforded that exposure. They got it by giving away 2 cars. Number 10. The tire slashers were extended by compressed air. The wheel-mounted tire slashers were functional mechanical devices. Compressed air powered their extension from the wheel hubs. Stears designed a pneumatic system that could deploy the blades on command. The mechanism was hidden inside custom wheel centers. Air pressure pushed the blades outward approximately 6 inches. They looked menacing and genuinely capable of shredding tires. Safety during filming required careful choreography. The blades were sharp enough to appear dangerous, but controlled enough to prevent accidents. The system demonstrated impressive engineering. Fitting functional mechanisms inside spinning wheels was technically challenging. The tire slashers combined threatening appearance with actual functionality. They worked well enough for close-up demonstration shots while looking convincingly lethal on screen. Number 9. One DB5 was stolen and never recovered. In 1997, one of the original Goldfinger DB5s was stolen from a secure hangar in Florida. The effects car with working gadgets vanished without trace. Despite extensive investigation, it was never recovered. Theories abound about its fate. Some believe it's hidden in a private collection. Others suggest it was dismantled for parts. The theft removed millions of dollars in automotive history from existence. Insurance covered financial loss, but not cultural significance. Law enforcement pursued leads internationally. The distinctive car should be impossible to hide or sell. Yet decades later, it remains missing. The stolen DB5 is one of cinema's great mysteries. Somewhere, one of the most famous cars in history sits hidden, its location known only to thieves. Number 8. The DB5 appeared in 7 Bond films. No other vehicle appears in more Bond films than the DB5. It featured in Goldfinger, Thunderball, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, Casino Royale, Skyfall, and Spectre. Different cars played the role across decades. Sometimes it's the actual vintage DB5. Other times it's newer models made to look classic. The recurring appearance creates franchise continuity. Bond's cars change frequently, but the DB5 keeps returning. It's his automotive constant, like his taste for martinis. Later appearances pay homage to Goldfinger's legacy. The DB5 transcended being just a vehicle. It became part of Bond's character definition. Seeing the silver Aston Martin signals that this is authentic Bond, connected to the franchise's golden era. Number 7. The bulletproof shield was actually plexiglass. The rising rear bulletproof shield was manufactured from heavy-duty plexiglass. A motorized mechanism lifted it from the trunk area. The system was functional and demonstrated on camera. The plexiglass was thick enough to look substantial but clear enough to show through. Creating this effect required careful engineering. The shield had to rise smoothly and lock in place. The mechanism needed to be reliable for multiple takes. While not actually bulletproof, it appeared convincingly protective on screen. The rising shield represented defensive technology that seemed plausible. In an era before advanced materials were common, a protective screen impressed audiences. The mechanical reliability made the effect believable. Viewers saw something genuinely happening, not just promised in dialogue. Number 6. Daniel Craig crashed a DB5 during Casino Royale. During Casino Royale filming, Daniel Craig accidentally crashed an Aston Martin DB5. The incident occurred during a driving scene. Craig misjudged a turn and collided with set elements. The damage was significant enough to stop production temporarily. Craig was reportedly mortified by the accident. Damaging such an iconic vehicle embarrassed him deeply. The production was understanding. Accidents happened during intensive filming. Repairs required time and expense. The crash delayed the schedule while the car was fixed. This incident highlighted the risks of using valuable vehicles in active filming. Number 5. The original effects car sold for $6.4 million. In 2010, the original gadget-equipped DB5 from Goldfinger sold at RM auctions for $6.4 million. This was a record-breaking price for a Bond vehicle. The buyer acquired not just a car, but a piece of cinema history. The effects car retained most of its working gadgets. The machine guns, smokescreen, and rotating plates still functioned. Provenance was impeccable, with documentation proving its film use. The sale attracted worldwide attention. Bidding was fierce among collectors and Bond enthusiasts. The final price exceeded all estimates. This DB5 represented the pinnacle of movie car collecting. Number 4. The DB5 from Skyfall was actually destroyed. Skyfall's finale features the DB5 being destroyed by gunfire and explosions. Fans were heartbroken watching this iconic car demolished. However, the car destroyed wasn't an original Goldfinger vehicle. It was a replica built specifically for destruction. The production would never destroy a genuine vintage DB5. They created convincing duplicates for the violent sequences. Multiple replica cars were built to different destruction stages. Some were damaged, others completely blown apart. The scene's emotional impact came from what the DB5 represented. Destroying Bond's most iconic vehicle symbolized attacking his past. Number 3. Modern DB5. Continuation cars sell for $3.5 million. Aston Martin now produces official DB5 continuation cars with working gadgets. These aren't replicas but officially sanctioned vehicles built to original specifications. They include functional versions of Goldfinger's gadgets, rotating plates, simulated machine guns, smokescreen, and more. Only 25 were produced, each costing approximately $3.5 million. Buyers get a genuine Aston Martin built using period-correct techniques plus working Bond gadgets. These cars turn fiction into drivable reality. They're not street legal due to the modifications. Owners receive museum-quality collectibles that actually work. Number 2. The car-made Aston Martin, a household name. Before Goldfinger, Aston Martin was a small British sports car manufacturer known mainly to enthusiasts. The company struggled financially and lacked international recognition. After the DB5's appearance in Goldfinger, everything changed. Sales inquiries flooded the company. The DB5 became aspirational for a generation. Aston Martin's brand transformed overnight from obscure to iconic. The association with James Bond elevated the company to luxury icon status. Every subsequent Aston Martin benefited from this Bond connection. The relationship continues today with new models appearing in recent films. That 1964 product placement deal saved the company and defined its identity. Number 1. It's the most iconic movie car in history. The DB5 holds a distinction no other vehicle can claim. It's the most recognizable movie car ever created. Not the fastest, not the most expensive, but the most culturally significant. For 6 decades, it has defined what a sophisticated vehicle represents. The DB5 established the entire concept of the spy car. Every gadget-equipped vehicle since pays homage to Goldfinger's Aston Martin. From Knight Rider to Batman, the DB5's influence is everywhere. It transcends the films to represent timeless cool. People who've never seen a Bond film recognize the silver DB5. Children draw it. Collectors pursue it. Museums display it. The cultural impact is immeasurable. And there you have it. 20 hidden facts about the DB5 proving the best marketing is free and iconic. Which gadget is your favorite? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more movie secrets. The name's subscriber. New subscriber.